What's going on, everybody? This is Lemon Drop 148, and I'm back. So, we are here today with Sprint Car Racing, Tony Stewart. I set it backwards because I can do that sometimes. And we are going to Kenyon County in the TQ Midgets, but before we get right to it, I want to say I missed uploading yesterday. That is because I'm working on getting another game all set up on my computer to record. So stay tuned for something new. And let's get to the track. Alright, here we are at Kenyon County. They want us to get a 14.52. Looks like the car setup is automatically all the way to the loose end. So let's just see how that feels right off the rip here. So it's going to be a little weird getting used to this game, because I've been practicing with the game I downloaded, which is yet to be announced. You'll see it pretty soon, I hope. But anyway, it's going to take me a couple of laps here to get right back up to it. Whoa, Hoss. Maybe we don't do that, eh? Alright, so obviously I'm going to be able to beat the goal. Because even with that little mess up, I was only a second behind. I guess I'm going to breathe it going into these corners from now on. Maybe I won't throw it in quite so hard in the TQ, because I've got a lot more power under the hood compared to the 305s. So I'm going to turn some more laps, and I will catch you guys when I'm all done. Alright, so gonna go ahead and call practice over with. So I was getting kind of frustrated there. Me and Corey Clay were like just side by side for a few laps there, and that's actually good because he's a really fast. He's a fast car, so that's nothing wrong with that. But he was forcing me to run the outside on him. And that was not my preferred line, but even so, I was still keeping up with him. And while I was doing that, my laps were about 5/10 slower. So hopefully it means we can really set this in here. Yeah, the scary part is, though, this thing's got so much torque, or whatever it is, that when, you know, like right there, when it really bites, man, the front wheels come up so fast and easy. This thing is just hooked up for sure. But I am still flat-footing it, so that's probably part of it. Because I'm, you know, if I can get away with not popping the gas, I guess I probably should keep the RPMs up at the very least, or at least try to. Maybe that's counterproductive, though. Maybe it actually hurts me to do that sometimes. Because, you know, when you slide in to scrub off a lot more speed, maybe I have to scrub off so much speed that I'm killing my RPM, so my exits are a lot slower. I don't know. It's probably a delicate balance that I'm not willing to try and figure out. But we did get the pole there, I just realized, so that's cool. So let's get on to this race. Obviously shooting for a top 2, so we get to race for our starting position in the A main. But if we don't, you know what? It'll be fine. There's Joey Paxton. He's usually pretty quick. Again, I'm going to be forced to run the outside here because the preferred... Oh, no, that's Hedrick, rather. Oh, he's going to take the high side and let me scoot around the bottom on him. Hopefully that means I can just kind of pull away with it here. That was a bad entry, though. Trying to give it away if I can. So yeah, the last episode of anything I uploaded was the final race in my Heat 4 late model career. So that was pretty cool. We ended up winning the championship there. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. There's a fair bit of background noise because my neighbor was mowing, but I kept the talking to a minimum for that reason. So there we go. Won this race pretty handily. I think I figured out how to handle the car when it starts picking up like that. I just kind of feather the gas. I don't slam the brakes because I feel like it really slams it down. And when that happens, I think it has a tendency to try and pop back up and you kind of bounce around. So I think if I can just feather it down and kind of ease it down a little bit, As long as it's down in time for the corner, or for the straightaway, I think I can make that work. But let's take a look here. No one really super competitive. Hedrick is the fastest one normally, although Robbie Rowland, he was in the race, and he won last episode in this series, I believe. So, don't know what happened to him. Maybe that win was a fluke. I don't know, but I do know we got Smoke on the outside, and we're going to try and get a jump on him as fast as we can. There we go. Kind of crowded him high a little bit on that entry. Not really on purpose, but I was kind of setting the corner up weird. Poor entry there. You never want to enter right in the middle of the track, because you're usually just going to slide way up to the top and kind of kill your momentum off the exit. I'm going to get way out of the gas so I don't stand it up on the exit here. Boy, oh boy, it just keeps doing that to me. It's right when the right rear really sets, it just picks it right up. Not sure what to do about that. I think maybe when before it picks up, if I just kind of let the throttle, nope. Oh, there goes a couple more spots here. Oh, no, it ain't. Ooh, boy. That's going to be an issue if I can't keep it from picking up like that. That race seemed a lot tackier, like it had a lot more, you know, pickup to it. Looks like Smoke will be the man to beat. The goal is 15th, and we're starting second on the outside. It's not ideal. But maybe it is in this car, just because when I run the inside and I really try and set it down hard, that's really when it seems to pick up on me. So, we'll just see what happens here. I'm going to let the first couple laps play out. Let all the hairiness leave. Yeah, because see, on the outside, I'm nowhere near lifting up the front end. Which is obviously ideal, but it's unfortunate because it's not exactly the fastest line. At least not for this car in particular. It looks like Smoke's kind of running right in the middle of the track, to be honest, though, but he seems like he's able to drive it through a little bit more than I am. I have to really slide it through, and I feel like I'm losing when I do that. So I'm going to try and rim ride here, see how much that helps. As long as I can keep my RPMs up, I think it'll help, but yeah. See, he's starting to get away from me, which I would expect because we were like half a second slower running the high side. Whoa, that was a bad bobble. So I may have to start running the inside, but letting off the gas a little, I don't know. Right now, ooh boy, I have to really get off the gas. That was a bad entry. Anywho, I'll start popping it in there, just seeing how that works. That actually went pretty smoothly. Although, of course, we have got a swarm of cars, 3 wide. There's Corey Clay sticking his nose in there. And I'm getting boxed in pretty hard here. Hopefully I can be... Oh, man, they're just not going to play with... They're not playing nice at all right now. Had to pause right in the middle of a hairy situation. That's not the worst thing that's ever happened. So who got around me? Was it Corey? Yeah, he got around me, and he's really slicing through these cars a lot easier than I am. I kind of picked the high side there, and it got me. And now I'm just realizing something, which is not good that it took me this long to realize, but on the inside of this track, it is one of the rougher tracks. So when I dive in hard from the outside and hit that apron on the inside, that kind of pops the front wheels up anyway. So that really is not helping my case when it comes to the front wheels lifting up. So maybe I need to watch what I'm doing there a little closer. Maybe if I arc the corners a little more, it might help. I don't know. Kind of running out of time though to catch up and find out for sure. I'd like to get better than third, but you know what? It's better than our standards finishing position from last year. But just know I did mention at the beginning of Season 2 in this car that this is the year I am shooting for the championship. So, I am going to be a little bit more conscious of perhaps playing it safe to salvage some spots. Whereas the first year, if I could get a win or cheese some spots, I was going to do it. So, I might be a wee bit more cautious this year. I don't know. Whoa, he says as he almost flips the car on the last lap. Okay. Let's just baby it through this corner. No need for that nonsense. I think where this car is really going to shine, third place, not bad, is when we have a bigger, more high bank track. That, I think, is going to play into my hand more than normal, because that's kind of the track that I seem to be able to work with these slower cars, because when you start off in your careers, you have slower cars, so I've kind of been, I don't know, had better luck on bigger tracks. Hopefully that carries over even with this bigger motor. Okay, so I just took a peek at the replay, and when I was in that cluster of lapped cars, that cost me, I'd say about 2 laps total, maybe 3 laps worth of having full momentum. So I'm not really surprised that Corey was able to get away so quickly. Because if it's anything like practice, me and him were pretty neck and neck. So, I mean, if he got that big of a jump from me getting caught up, I'm not surprised that I wasn't able to catch him right away, just because in practice I was faster than him if we could run the same line, but obviously I was kind of assigned the outside, so whatever, I'm not too worried about it. Still a top 3. It's a good finish. Okay, so we just got 4760 in the bank, and we just broke the 700 total of fans, so that's awesome. We got some moderate driving, so now I have to pay very close attention here. 16,356 is the money for the TQ. 16,356. Now, let's see what happens when we go to the 305 race here. Oh. Yeah, we'll go with this. Alright, so it is the same money. It has been officially viewed. I paid attention for once, and I found out. So there we go. Okay, so we will see you guys next time. Please leave a thumbs up and a like. I haven't been saying that stuff, but please do that. I have a child knocking on my door, so I have to go. Goodbye.